My name is Sean, and I'm going to talk to you about how my advocate's claims are not right, how my partner's claims are correct, and also recreate new claims about our topic that we need to repeal Megan's Law. First, the advocate says that only high-risk offenders have their names released, and that tier 1 are like low-risk offenders, and they're not really released as much. It's not a big deal. However, like Susan Proto states that the problem lies in how high risk is defined. There have been situations where police and correctional facilities have placed offenders on under high risk law. However, their crimes have been minute. Like Laura said, I also found a claim by Judy Keller that a person had a crime of streaking or urinated in a public park is considered a sex offense. That means that just for that one instance, that name is going to follow them, whether it's not to the public or it's to the tier 1. Still means your information is going to go to the police station where anyone could find that out. It's not like people only are going to go online. They're going to go to police stations if they really care, and they're going to find out who these people are. So you're going to see that, oh, this person is a sex offender, and if you figure it out, all they did was streak or urinate in a public park or put pictures on MySpace. Another claim she makes is that offenders who don't register in time or go to jail, and this is very low because they really don't catch people who don't register. There has been claims by Larson Aaron, who has made that at least 20% of convicted sex offenders have not complied with the registration requirements, and nothing has really happened to them. She also claims that the law has not been created to inform people, and has been created to inform parents and not to prevent reoffenses. I mean, I would rather have a law prevent people from continuing the crime than knowing where they live. Knowing where they live is not going to benefit you when your child's in the front. You're not going to, just because you know that someone lives there doesn't mean you're going to have your child every day inside. You want to stop the offenses from occurring, not knowing where they live. And she also claims that Megan's Law has not deterred repeated offenses. I mean, she's admitting to that the law has not helped stop sex offenders. Another claim she makes is that the harm they have caused to families is worse than the harm that sex offenders face, and that the sex offenders should not have the right to privacy because their right to privacy is somehow less important than child safety. However, somehow this law is supposed to protect child safety, even though, like I said earlier, it has not stopped repeated sex offenses. I mean, wouldn't you rather, like I said earlier, we want to know, knowing where they live is not as big of a deal as stopping the offenses. Responding to Lourdes' claim that there's a false sense of safety, I also found something about Aaron Larson, that children who have been offended, this false sense of security has been created because everyone's afraid of these sex offenders, and there have been test studies that most of the sex offenses are from people they know, family, friends, relatives, people who just have mental, physical, psychological issues, but they're close to them. No one knows that, oh, your aunt's gonna be a sex offender. She's not registered. You think she's perfectly fine, but those are the people who are more common to be a potential risk than people who have their names. I mean, who's going to go commit a crime if your name's out there? There's still sex offenses, though. It just proves that it's not healthy. Okay. And then they also say that there has been she makes a claim that there has been a decrease. However, people make false claims that there has been a decrease in sexual offenses. However, there has been a decrease in sentencing, which makes the law seem like it's been working. The sentencing received before the law was almost twice as long than after, but the total time served between the two were the same. So, I mean, the crimes are increasing, and it just shows that they're trying to bring up excuses, however, it's not true. Lourdes also talks about how they need it's too extreme, and their right to privacy, and Sorna claims that this is a person wrote an article about Megan's Law being constitutional effective, and she states that once we start taking away rights, guaranteed to us by the Constitution, it can lead to more rights being taken away. I mean, they're taking away the offender's rights to privacy. So it's just they claim that it's going to lead to more rights being taken away. The last comment I'm going to make about Lourdes' thing is that she claims that they need to be, like, what's the word? Sorry. Like, they need to have a normal life. And another one of Sonora's articles, she claimed that sex offenders are being punished and their name is being spread through the community, and she puts a relationship with the Scarlet Letter, which is pretty much true, that they're being branded with this name that follows them throughout the rest of their life, which is, just causes them to do additional punishment it's additional punishment other than the sentences the sex offenders serve, which is unfair and cruel. And a claim that I was going to make was that the costs for the Megans Law are extremely high for what it has done. Like, the cost, first of all, the government is not giving these states that accept the law any money. Like, San Jose has a 6-member team to watch over 2,700 sex offenders, which isn't very much. Like, they have very few resources to follow these sex offenders. And in North Hollywood, this woman named Chavez is the only detective to follow these sex offenders, with over 300 registrants, like 300 registrants in that city, and she has admitted that she's not able to track them, she's not able to issue warrants because of these budget cuts. Another claim I was going to make is that these people need psychological help. It's not that they should be punished right after. They have problems and they need to be attended to those problems. Like, by Susan Proto, offenders should be sent to psychological care because these people have psychological disorders. This law just frustrates them and makes them recommit the offenses. My last claim to support. I lost it. Sorry.